What's going on, everybody? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to the channel. And where has the time gone? PlayStation 4 has been hacked. For the people who don't know what that means, it means now you can play homebrew games on it, homebrew applications, you can put emulators on it, all kinds of stuff. And they've actually released the first ELF loader, and I'm talking to you guys about that now. I'll drop a link in the description. PS4 homebrew and piracy news is heating up with another development from the widely discussed WebKit browser exploit for Sony's 1.76 system firmware. An ELF loader has been made in a proof of concept state. The news comes from Design and Trend via PS4 Dev GitHub page. There, a developer by the name of Hitodaba has uploaded a series of tools that foster native PS4 code execution. Chief among the 8 tools set is a project called ELFDR. The download has been confirmed to run 64-bit ELF files in Linux, FreeBSD, and the PS4's own operating system. The technical explanation may be a little bit difficult for the average PlayStation fan to understand. The implications of this are quite simple. The software is essentially a possible jumping off point for homebrew development, custom firmware, and even backup game piracy on Sony's flagship console. The biggest caveat is the fact that the required exploit is only known to run on PlayStation 4 system version 1.6. Those that keep their console updated are currently on 3.11. That being said, qualified hacking teams have expressed confidence that they can find an exploit in later versions too. Speaking to Fail Overflow, the present homebrew development arrives just days after the group publicly revealed the possibility of running an unsigned Linux OS on the PlayStation 4. The demo largely featured detailed hardware specs and a special version of Pokemon being run on a Linux-based emulator. However, the folks behind bootable Linux don't support the native code execution that Hitodaba has facilitated. While both projects leverage the same hack, Fail Overflow would rather see developers create apps in Linux because that won't lead to retail game piracy. A sophisticated ELF loader, on the other hand, has the potential to. Until hacked software is possible on a more recent firmware, it's essentially useless to the mainstream community. Both of these discoveries imply that advances are possible whether one wants Linux, homebrew, or something more illegal. So, PS4, they're really working to make this thing like the PS3 was, like the PSP was, not like the Vita. The Vita is essentially uncrackable. I know it's been cracked. I know that people have found exploits through the PlayStation Vita, through PSN games, through the store and whatnot. But for the most part, the Vita has been really, really hard to crack. PS4 at this point seems like they're getting there. Whenever something new comes out, there's always someone trying to get it for free, someone trying to make it do what it's not supposed to do. And as someone who owns modded systems, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, as long as you're not selling games and stuff like that. If you got a system like a PlayStation that runs Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis, big deal. My PS3 runs all kinds of crap. You know, it has a Linux operating system on it. I don't really use it anymore. But PlayStation 4, for people out there who may not be able to afford certain games or want to have emulators on the PS4, this is really good news. Now, whether or not they go further and further with this, time will tell. More than likely they will. You guys let me know in the comment section, are you going to mod your PlayStation 4? If they came out with a hack right now that allowed you to mod your PS4 to play unsigned games and play emulators, would you do it? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to give a thumbs up and show support for the Beastly Gamer channel, and definitely subscribe. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.